This video is just a test. I put since my Shuttle AM and this bike share the same wheel and disc size, I threw my Shredda front on the Firebird, so no power. Shredda front's pretty cool because you can run so little PSI in that thing, and it's just crazy grip. And because of the less pressure, it also seems to create quite a bit softer ride. So climbed up with no motor with that tire. Yee! And just kind of wanted to give the whole experience a go. Definitely feels very good on the downhill. It was tough for me to say if it was like a big drag on the climb, just because your weight is so far on the rear tire in these steep trail climbs. Yee! Feels really good. Calming this bike down though, wow. Definitely noticeable right off the bat. A big tree down. That is fresh. But I did get a fresh JDM spec blade for my saw, which has been crazy powerful today. So we'll see if I can get through this sucker. Ooh. That's the problem with, I just bought these $35 blades, and I guess they're a lot thinner, so you gotta be careful. But I do think the thin blade might work to an advantage because you have to remove less material. This is a big tree though. I don't know if you can tell how big this thing is. It's sizable. Call it 10 to 12 inch diameter. Yeah, isn't that crazy how much I can just hog through this thing? It's making some noises, so I think I'll take a step back just in case she's loaded up somehow. Well, this will be a true test of this new blade. The new blades on these are really helpful. Oh gosh, yeah, that's a big tree for a handsaw. Dang, that's insane. These saws are so sick. Whew. Fresh blade helps, but yeah, look at that. Not bad for hand powered. Yeah, so Schwalbe Shredda on the front, only comes in the super thick casing, and then I've got a radial Magic Mary on the rear. That is in the lighter weight trail casing. So I was running trail casing Mary on the front right before this, and I have run this Shredda shuttling before on my Firebird, but it is just so sick. I did notice with the Fox fork, there's like not a ton of clearance where the tire pops out there, which is pretty wild. I feel like with Zeb, I can picture there's a ton of clearance with the SKB fender, so another demerit for Fox. I always like to check all these features for blowdown because it was on this very trail that I got screwed in the past and came down into that was very slick, came down into like a 4-inch tree, threw me over the bars. So scary. So I always try to look before you leap, especially in the context of wind blowdown. Yeah, this trail has not been getting a lot of tire tracks down it lately, so it's not the grippiest, and yet the Shredda front on this lighter weight bike is so sick. It's so good. On the loose stuff, you get those big treads to dig in, and then on the rock, you get that low pressure in the casing, which can conform to the trail better. Yeah. Oh man. Basically, almost makes it feel like summer conditions when everything is super slick and not grippy right now. Doesn't seem to be killing the vibe on like how fast the bike is rolling. This trail's got some flatter sections and it doesn't feel like it's being a dog right now. Gotta check every little drop today because a lot of wind, a lot of things have been coming down. Looks good. The only thing that sucks about doing like real trail work as you're riding is your arms get tired. But building muscle slowly over time. Yay! Yeah, this tire is phenomenal. Feels like it was very worth it to bring to whatever extra wattage I used up on the climb. I'm also carrying a little mini tool pack with me today, so that weighed me down, but the climb wasn't that bad. Yeah, this tire is a welcome addition to the team today. Definitely making this trail a lot less sweaty and sketchy so far, because it is, yeah, it's just that cold temperature. This is where you really need, oh my gosh, yeah, not enough people have been riding this. You can't get the moss off this crap. Yeah, it's just those winter conditions where temps are low. Wow, I have so much control with that Shredda front. And yeah, with just my favorite pair of Maven brakes and super good tire traction. This is a killer setup. This is one of those setups where if you're riding this and your buddy's riding some squirrely setup, he's gonna think you're a better rider, but you know, I feel like the tech is doing a lot for me right now. Yeah. And definitely feeling that casing eating some good energy, making this ride way smoother. Yeah. So good. Coming slow through here today. A lot of crap down on the trail. Not the best conditions. As I have mentioned in previous uploads, I'm running it at just a really low pressure, and that casing holds up, especially with this DT Swiss rim. What is this thing? I don't really have a good lay of the DT lineup. 1501. Yeah, haven't had a single problem, which is so cool. Soft ride so far. Feeling strong about this setup. Yay! It does feel a little less poppy from the front of the bike, but with less poppiness comes like a more settled feeling, so that's cool. Haven't scouted this jump since I stopped riding it, but oh my gosh, yeah, it's a bigger gap than you'd think. Yeah, very. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, this is maybe the gnarliest tire on the market, but was it overkill for today? No. Felt very helpful. I do suspect that because I'm a heavier guy, I am 210, 215 pounds, that I can make more use of a tire as gnarly as this, but I don't know. I'll take it. It seems like an incredible traction tailwind for me, so I'm happy to have that. But yeah, I got to the bottom here. Hope you enjoyed, and gives you confidence to run the Shredda front on your analog bike.